The Simpsons has been on TV for 29 years, becoming the longest-running scripted primetime show of all time. However, for a while now, people have begun saying that it isn't as good as it once was. But the point of its decay is widely debated amongst the fans. I'm here to question where the point is and review every episode. Following that, and throughout the way, I will bring you analysis videos and in-depth reviews of popular episodes and ones I have not gone as in-depth on. This is Simpsomania. Hello everyone, this is Finn, also known as Commentarian, here hosting Simpsomania. In this series, we will be looking through and analyzing the entire show of The Simpsons weekly. So it's only natural to explain a little bit more the format for each episode and what we're doing. Simpsomania can essentially be broken down into three types of episodes. We have the first review, where we go over episodes in their seasonal blocks of around 4 episodes. So for example, season 1 is going to be broken up into 3 chunks, episodes 1 through 4, 5 through 8, and episodes 9 through 13. Also, these are after my first watch, to review at least. I've probably seen most of these episodes before. Check the description down the line to see if an opinion has changed. Then we have analysis content, where we look over episodes to see patterns in stories and characters to see what works and what doesn't. This can also work its way into being top 10s and seasonal recaps. Finally, we have relook content. Here we will go over an older episode we covered in first review and elaborate on opinions. This can be anywhere from a debate or discussion to a full episode bit-by-bit review, because each episode's review only lasts for around 2 to 3 minutes. And some of these I have more to say that is going to be left unsaid because of time constraints. What we are going to do from here then is dive into the first Simpsons episode ever. Simpsons episode 1-1, Simpsons roasting on an open fire. When the Simpsons family has no money for gifts, it's up to Homer to get the family a great present. Right off the gate, I want to say this is our first Homer episode. Now, if you watch along with season 1, you will notice that Homer and Bart dominate over Lisa and Marge with the episodes that they star in. Lisa and Marge only really get to star in 1 episode apiece, while Homer has about 5 episodes where he stars and Bart has 6 episodes where he stars. But Simpsons on an Open Fire is what we're talking about, and it's great. The episode has a great warm feeling and gives the majority of the family enough development so you know who they are. That puts the starting blueprints into place for who they will become. However, the episode is a little light on memorable jokes, but that doesn't matter as much because the emotional struggle of a family who just lost their gift money keeps you invested. The part where the family gets Santa's little helper is really warm, that they got a happy ending. Homer also works well as the mall Santa. I love the part where he only gets $13 because of all the fees attached to being a mall Santa. That's the kind of satire that the show will revel with down the line. In fact, the entire mall segment will showcase a prototype of the show's highbrow and lowbrow humor blend. Overall, though, with its strong emotion and kicking the series off with a bang, I give this episode an 8 out of 10. Episode 1-2, Bart the Genius. Bart is falsely found to be a genius. Bart the Genius is the first of this season's 6 Bart episodes, a style of episode that is definitely different from Homer episodes as they are much more focused on the kid group of characters versus the adult group. Bart the Genius is your classic fish out of water story. It revolves around Bart stealing Martin's test and finding out that he's a genius. This episode has some great gags. I love the part with Homer's signature and Lisa saying, "I think Bart's stupid" again in a deadpan voice. Now, I find its introduction of Martin as some teacher's pet to be pretty effective. It's funny when you actually know how much the dynamic will change between Martin and Bart. I also like how the episode establishes the family members' different reactions to it. Homer doting on him just because he's, on paper, a genius. Marge continuing to be a good mother and nurturing him. And Lisa's knowing it's a lie all along. This episode gives a great establishment about Bart, the school life, and his family's reactions, and that's why he gets an 8 out of 10. Simpsons episode 1-3, Homer's Odyssey. Homer is fired from the power plant and then advocates for safety. This is an interesting episode. It's good, but it's probably the weakest of the episodes we've gone through so far. The highlight of it, though, is the first prank call to Moe in the series. It's the birth of a strong running gag. But aside from that, there isn't too much special here. The bus scene is fun, and it leads to a moment later down in the season being a bit funnier. Otto is an interesting character to have established, and it helps establish Homer and his limitations a bit. Then there is the pacing problem this episode has, where the main draw of the episode feels like it only happens in the last third. Oh, and in the middle we get Homer attempting to kill himself. Yeah, it's a bit of a messy episode, but it still works overall. That's why it gets a 7 out of 10. Despite the fact that it's definitely bordering towards a 6. Simpsons episode 1-4. There's no disgrace like home. Homer tries to fix his family. Haha, this episode. It's not that good. Yeah, if you've watched anything from the older seasons, then this episode's gonna be rough out of the gate. The roles of Marge and Homer are flipped upside down here. So, after a company picnic, Homer decides to get his family to act more like a normal family. This is out of character for the two of them beyond most beliefs. Homer is actually trying to fix his family, while Marge is the more passive one. Either way, it's a bit of a mishap on the writing side. One of the few genuinely good and funny things, though, about the episode is the electric therapy scene. It kind of works to see these bizarre reactions, and it's memorable. Another comedic moment that does work is a scene where the family is drawing Homer as they do their problems while he draws an airplane like shooting bombs or something. It's a slight chuckler in it. However, the most jarringly out-of-character moment is when Homer sells the TV. Yes, this actually happens. Overall, while there are a few good jokes, it's pretty weighed down by the jarringly out-of-character moments of this entire thing. That's why it gets a 6 out of 10. So, with that out of the way, we added the first 4 episodes of Season 1 of The Simpsons review. Leave a comment if you have any disagreements or questions, and leave a like to say that you like this content. Feedback is appreciated so I can keep improving Simpsomania. Thanks for watching.